Thanksgiving dinner is just around the corner, and we're helping to get you ready with some how-to information on cooking the perfect dinner. Tonight, Kay Blakely has some hints on how to make a great turkey.
Two very important points before we begin. First, thaw safely. In the refrigerator is best, but it does take some time. A 20-pound turkey can take 4.5 to 5 days, so do plan ahead. Second, think clean. Surfaces touched by raw poultry or their juices can grow some very nasty food poisoning type germs in a warm kitchen environment. So clean often and clean well with hot soapy water. Okay, first step, take the turkey out of its wrapper and remove the giblets. They are these lovely looking things right here. They'll come packaged in a wrapper. I've already taken those out and cleaned them. We're going to set those aside and use them a little bit later for making giblet gravy. Take your turkey to the sink, rinse it well with cold running water. The rinse gets rid of any stale juices that have accumulated during the defrost time and lets you start out with a nice, clean, fresh cavity. Next, we're going to insert a couple or 3 stalks of celery with the leaves still attached. Just put those right inside. And about a medium onion cut into quarters goes inside here too. Just loosely put them in. These add some very, very nice flavoring to the meat, so don't skip this part. Now inside your turkey package, you are going to find a contraption that looks like this. It's a turkey lifter. Just lay it over the V-rack like so. Then the turkey is going to go on top of the lifter like this. Open the lifter and place it one end around the breast and the other around the leg area. So whenever it's finished, all you have to do is lift on these and he'll come right out of the pan. Next thing we need to do is brush him good with melted butter. You can use oil as well if you don't want butter, but butter adds a little bit of flavor to the meat. Okay, he's ready to go into the oven. 325 degrees Fahrenheit. Put him on the bottom rack, and in he goes. Oh, this is looking so very, very good. Ah, look at that. Beautiful. Nicely browned all over. This is what the shallow pan will do for you. Now, how do we know when he's done? Grab some paper towel. Give his drumstick a squeeze. Oh, good. If it feels nice and soft, that's a very good sign. If the drumstick moves around fairly freely, that is also a good sign. But you need to be absolutely sure by taking his temperature in 2 places. The thickest part of the thigh needs to be at 175 to 180 degrees Fahrenheit. The breast needs to be between 160 and 165. One final step. You want to let your turkey rest for at least 20 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes before you bring him to the table. Cover him loosely in foil so he doesn't get too cold. That rest is extremely important because that gives all the juices a chance to redistribute evenly throughout the turkey, making everything nice and tender and juicy. Okay, we did a good job, and wasn't that easy?
It's time for some of our AFN affiliates to break away with their own local programming, but coming up, see what else Kay's cooking for Thanksgiving. We've got more with her when the AFN Evening News continues right after this break. Thanksgiving dinner just wouldn't be the same without the stuffing. Consumer advocate Kay Blakely shows you how making it from scratch is easy as she continues her hints for a great Thanksgiving meal.
But well worth it, I think, with the improved quality and taste. First, you're going to need 1 pan of cornbread. It's very easy. The recipe is right on the back of the box. We also need 6 slices of toasted bread. If you can manage a toaster, you can do this. All you need to do is cut it into cubes like so. We need 6 slices of bacon, cooked nice and crisp and then crumbled up. And we need to saute 1 cup of onions just until they're very, very lightly done. We don't want them brown. And this is 1 cup of celery with leaves. You can do this with just a little bit of cooking spray in the pan or use some oil or butter if you want. Okay, while our vegetables were sauteing, I crumbled up the cornbread coarsely and mixed it in with the dry breadcrumbs in this container. What we need to do now is lightly beat 2 eggs. I'm going to put them in this bowl. And to that we are adding 2 tablespoons of snipped fresh parsley. Use half that amount if you're using dry. 1 teaspoon of poultry seasoning and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Our nice crisp crumbled bacon and our veggies. And these vegetables, cool them off just a little bit before you put them in with the egg mixture. And they go in like so. Mix that all up nice and so it's nice and combined with the fork. Now for this next step you want to use a couple of very big spoons if you have them, and this nice big mixing bowl because you're going to need one heck of a lot of space to do some tossing that's coming up. We're going to mix in all of the dry ingredients right into here and toss it with our vegetables, our bacon, and our egg. Just put it all right in. And toss like you were tossing a salad. Add just a little bit of chicken broth to this mixture. Not so much that it's going to be soggy, but you want enough in there that everything's going to hold together. It's all going to go in our baking pan, ungreased. This goes into a 350-degree oven for about 30 minutes. We want it to be nicely browned on the top.